Traps created for the military are working to stop mosquitoes right here in our area. So they've been testing them out in Atlantic Beach over this summer. Take a look. For the past 3 months, these INZECTO traps have been out. And after inspecting the traps recently, they are seeing some impressive results. To talk about this, let's bring in Atlantic Beach Mayor Ellen Glasser and University of Florida professor and INZECTO inventor, Dr. Phil Koehler. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we've had this in the newsroom for a little while because we have been looking at this, the progression, the stories that we have done on it. Now we're getting to see it in our area, in Atlantic Beach, an area where we love to be out and about, playing tennis, going to the beach, and we don't want the mosquitoes to get in our way. So let's start with you, Mayor Glasser. How well are these traps actually working?
Well, we've been very pleased with what we've seen so far. We began this demonstration project in April, and we're into our 3rd month. And I'm pleased to say that each of the traps on inspection, we're seeing thousands of dead female mosquitoes and larvae inside of the traps, so they're doing their jobs. It's a pretty interesting discussion for your community. A lot of questions about it, and a lot of inquiries. People can deal with this pesky mosquito problem, but they're working pretty well.
All right, Doc, you are the inventor. You are the research here. Tell me how this works. I'm holding it in my hand. It looks like 2 pieces of plastic. You put a little bit of water in there. Simple enough, but the results seem to be big.
Right. Actually, the mosquitoes go in and they don't come out. So it actually doesn't trap them as live insects. It actually kills them inside, and sometimes they will die outside as well. But basically, the City Hall complex there at Atlantic Beach was extremely challenging because they have a stream running through their complex, and many mosquito control products cannot be used within 25 to 50 feet of water. Also, many of the sprays for mosquitoes can't be used on flowering vegetation or vegetable gardens or fruit trees. So this trap can be placed in all of those areas and provide control in extremely challenging situations. Mm-hmm. We actually developed this trap with funding from the U.S. military to protect deployed warfighters overseas, and now it's available to people everywhere.
Now, what kind of chemicals, what kind of ingredients are there to attract and trap these mosquitoes?
Hey, one of the main ingredients in the trap is a larvicide that is a growth regulator that stimulates the hormones in an insect body that isn't anything like any of the hormones that we have in our body, that prevents them from turning into adults. So you'll actually see live larvae in here if you pour the water out, but they will not be able to emerge as adults. We also have an adulticide that when they rest on the inside surface of the trap, the adults will die.
So let's go back to you, Mayor. What has the response been? I know that you got a lot of city employees that definitely don't want to be bitten on their way to and from work. How are they reacting to these?
I think the response has been really overwhelmingly positive. But more than that, the inquiries that we've gotten from people in our community that, really don't want to be in contact with these insecticides. They want a safe alternative. We appreciate green practices in Atlantic Beach, so it all fits very closely with how we live our lives in Atlantic Beach. I mean, I know that I'm going to put one of these in my yard, and I think a lot of people are going to do the same. So we look to expand this and to gather more data, to just more data-based research on how effective they are, but lots of positive buzz about this.
Positive buzz. I see what you did there. Doc, Doctor, want to ask, can anybody in our area buy these? Are they available for consumers? Or are we still in the test phase?
The INZECTO mosquito traps are actually commercialized right now for public and residential use. And they're currently available from your pest control service provider, or you can go online to Amazon or Walmart.com, and they're even available locally in your Ace Hardware store.
Absolutely. What's the cost, ballpark?
The cost is about $40 to $50, depending on where you get them.
All right, there you go. Lots of options right there. And looks like the results are going really well. Dr. Phil Koehler, thank you so much for your time. Mayor Ellen Glasser, we appreciate you as well. Good to see the the University of Florida and the Atlantic Beach city government working together. Two of my favorite places merging together to combat mosquitoes. So thank you both.
Thanks, Vic.
Thank you.